Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids. I'm finally back from my holiday and we have a lot of stuff to catch up on. A lot of stuff happened while I was away. That was nice. Yeah. But anyway, we're gonna be just diving into the core news to cover yeah, about the stuff that's going on. There's been like they couldn't have timed more news for a short little like 3 or 4 day break. I don't even know, but yeah, it was in Budapest actually, which is a beautiful city. Big recommendation for me. It's really nice. Yeah, let's dive in. We're going to be talking about the raid community weeks and all of that stuff, and make sure to get your votes in at etc. The big thing I want to cover in this video, of course, is voting for this new fusion skills, which is really cool and what I think is going to be the more valuable thing to vote for. So let's actually check out this. Ooh, what's this?
Weird. Hey everyone!
Oh, there we go. Let's check out the sneak peek preview, and let's see how it goes.
Very special sneak peek for you today. Our focus is on an exciting upcoming event that's all about you, the community.
I love this. This is like pure stock footage.
Community.
I love it.
Community Weeks. What exactly is Community Weeks? Well, spanning almost a full
That is not stock footage, as you can see. Got Raid Shadow Legends in the background. That's crazy. Wow. I wonder when or where that was recorded.
Well,
wow.
Spanning almost a full month, this event celebrates you. We'll have a few different activities happening throughout that time, so let's dive in and see what's coming. We're kicking things off with a free legendary champion. Meet Chronicler Adelyn. This book.
So I obviously am just back. This is the first thing I'm doing. I've obviously seen her kit. I haven't had a chance to playtest her or anything. I'll probably get video out on that soon-ish. I've got to just figure out exactly what I'm doing. But yeah, stay tuned for stuff on Chronicler Adelyn. She looks okay. Definitely like a Sand Devil specialist, which is probably useful to some people. I will say, like, my initial thought seeing it is, I think they even say in the blurb, it's like it's 100% at this point confirmed that Sand Devil is getting nerfed in the near future. Which makes it hard to judge how good she is, honestly. But we'll see.
Bookworm is an
I saw YST, just chatting behind the scenes, I saw YST's made some really cool teams with her already. So yeah, we'll see.
Proving that the pen can be mightier than the sword. Adelyn is made even more special by the fact that she can bypass the block debuffs buffs when placing her own debuffs. She can also restore destroyed HP and put enemies to sleep without hitting them. She's gonna slot right into your Sand Devil teams. Look out, Alname. Adelyn's coming for you. Getting your hands on Adelyn couldn't be easier. You just need to log in for 7 different days between April 11th and July 8th.
I think this is cool.
Community Weeks, we're taking it
this is in game now as well.
This isn't your average login reward program. There are 14.
Okay, so I actually saw this is actually live in game already, which is cool. I think this is pretty sick, actually. So first of all, I'm her now. It's a 14-day thing, which is it's fine, right? So for these first few days, you're not getting really that much. It's very minimal. The 50 multi battles is nice. The XP boost is nice for early players. The clan boss key is more of an early player thingy, to be honest. But it's fine. You get the champion, and then you've got another 7 days, and you definitely get all of this gear, and you get the 2-star soul. I think that's cool. That's fine. Then you've got a phase 2. I think that's really nice as well. That there's a phase 2, which is going to go on for 21 days, and basically by doing types of fights, you'll start earning these points. I haven't sat down, unfortunately, and worked out, like, how much do I have to do? Like, how active do you have to be per day to do this? Like, how much campaign do you have to run? That would be the grindable thing. Arena is limited by tokens, clan boss by keys, faction wars by keys, right? These are much more unlimited in the sense that, so long as you got gems and energy, you can just keep going. So we shall see. Campaign definitely seems much cheaper to run than dungeons, for instance. But the rewards in here are cool. You get a portrait, 3, 4, a primal shard, and then a 5-star perfect soul for her. Interesting thing about her is because she doesn't hit, they even said it, she does not hit on her skill. She only hits with her A1. Brimstone is obviously really nice for Sand Devil, and it'd be really nice on her because 5-star Brimstone, it's guaranteed. However, she doesn't attack, so it actually becomes really difficult to place the Brimstone. So I don't think she's really... We'll see when I've tested her. Initial thoughts would be that she's not super necessary, to get the soul on, but like it's an easy enough to get soul. In fact, it's a very easy soul to get with other nice rewards along the way. Let me know, actually, do you, even for a newer account, do you still get good quality gear, or is the gear quality worse? But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun, I think, honestly. Yeah, I've got zero problem with them sort of expanding the champion login thing. I think it's actually kind of fun. I think it's cool.
Days worth of
She's obviously not as good, by the way. It's like Sun Wukong or whatever. But yeah.
login rewards. Double the amount as usual, including a rank 2 perfect soul for Adelyn, and so much more. And that's just phase 1.
Double the quantity of rewards, but not
claimed
the
all
quality.
14 rewards available in phase 1. In phase 2, you'll simply need to earn points by winning battles in multiple different game modes over the next 3 weeks. Each milestone you reach with points will unlock even more rewards, including split souls to get Adelyn to level 5 of Awakening. Oh, and one more thing.
It's fun. It's definitely more accessible for sure than the Titan events to get souls for like login champions. But they've done it before with Ultimate Death Knight, Sun Wukong. I can't remember the other ones, but that's much harder to get into than that. This seems like a much more accessible, much more new player focused thing, and that's good. For even mid to late game player, this should be very easy to do. Oh yeah, Shaman gets replaced in.
July 8th, they'll be replaced with the equivalent reward, but for the epic orc champion, Shaman. You will miss out on a unique Adelyn-themed avatar, though, so be sure to log in and get those rewards. Getting a free legendary champion is pretty cool, but what about helping to create one? Meet Vault Keeper Wixwell. He's going to be your May Fusion champion, but there's something a little special about him. You're going to be voting on his skill set. There's going to be 4 rounds of voting between April 11th and April 25th. Where you'll get to vote between 3 options for each of his 4 skills. Each round will feature a damage-focused option, a support-focused option, and a defense-focused option for you to vote on. The first round will be for Wixwell's 3rd active skill, which will act as the cornerstone of his kit. After that, you'll then vote on his 2nd active skill, then his default skill, and finally, his passive skill.
So let's actually jump. I think that's all they're going to say about that here. Let's jump over to that, because that is like, this is the thing. I think this is sick, right? This is so much fun. Build a fusion, right? Build a bear, but it's a fusion. It's cool. I do think it's funny that we've got the options for like damage, defense, and support. This guy does not look like a damage dealer at all. So it would be amusing to pick all damage skills for him, just because he looks like Deckard Cain, right, or something like that. He looks like a support champion. But yeah, let's dive in. So this one is up for a few days. We're gonna do it right now, and then you could see there's like the schedule. I think it's sort of like rolling 5-day schedule or something for A3, then 2, then 1, and then the passive finally, which is sort of be, I'd say, roughly an expectation of power. You think the A3, from what they're saying, is like the strongest one. The passives tend to be very influential to building a champion. A1s tend to be not very important, and the A2 could, its other active skill usually tends to be pretty important. So we'll get a good gist. They're saving the passive to the end, and that could be a game changer, of course. So we won't really know how good he is until the end. Let's go into the voting. Oh, hang on. Let me pause. All right, and there we go. You have to put in your name. I had to Google the letter for Omega or Omega, because I don't know how to do that on normal keyboard. That took a couple of minutes. Hey, we're back for his skill. So this is for his A3, which is supposed to be his most powerful skill, the one that really defines his kit. And we have these options. I think there is a strong winner here. Let's take a look. We've got a damage focus, attack one enemy, ignores stone skin, and if he kills a target, 50% turn meter fill. The defense focus puts 2 intercept stacks. That's a brand new buff on a target ally. Also puts 60% increased defense and a shield buff on all allies, and the shield is proportional to his defense. And here we go. Each intercept stack blocks 1 attempt at placing a crowd control debuff on a champion, even if it's specified in the enemy skill that the debuff cannot be blocked. It includes stun, sleep, freeze, provoke, fear, true fear, petrification, and sheep. After the attempt, 1 intercept stack will be removed. And then we've got the support focus. Revives all dead allies with 50% HP, 50% turn meter, and puts a poison debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. The number of debuffs, poison debuffs placed on each target is equal to the number of allies revived. Let's touch on these, for me, in my opinion, in terms of value and what I would want. I feel like even slot 3 and 4 are 3rd and 2nd place are even somewhat close. So 3rd place for me would be the support focus. It's an AoE revive. That's useful for a fusion. AoE revive champs are nice, but 50% HP, 50% turn meter, it's a fairly standard AoE revive. And the fact that it comes with the poisons, I think it's fun that it scales equal to the number of allies revived. That's quite cool. But that seems very awkward to use. I don't really see how this can be the key cornerstone of a champion's kit, how you build stuff around him. He's just like an okay ally revive. And that to me is not that special. So I'm not too keen on that, but I do think that's fun. Damage focus then is second place for me. Single target attack ignoring stone skin, 50% turn meter fill. It's not the most exciting thing in the world. Problem with trying to one-shot people through stone skin is obviously reaction accessories can be a thing, but you might be able to take out their damage dealer, so that's cool. Big problem I have with the damage focus is we don't know what his multipliers are. Like, what are his base stats? How hard does he scale? Is the damage multiplier good? Because you can have champions, right, that exist in the game, like Aelil, and like, yeah, sure, this dude, he ignores stone skin. That's cool, but he can kill a damage dealer, but he often doesn't hit hard enough to kill someone if they have reaction. Even if he crits an ultimate death knight, it just simply doesn't do enough damage to kill the guy, right? So that's a pretty big drawback. So for me, I'm not too pushed on the damage focus. I think there are other champions that can ignore stone skin, but I think it is, a lot of players might not have anyone that does this. So for me, it's second place. It could be cool, but there's just a lot of unknowns there. Now, defense focus, though, that's definitely my vote for sure. So number 1, increase defense with a shield. Now, we don't know the scaling on this shield. Most of these shields proportional to defense are pretty good. So it's probably a decent shield. Probably equal to like a 20% HP, maybe 30% HP shields, which are the sort of standard values that they alternate between. But it could be pretty nice. Like, that by itself is already a solid move. Not game changer, but it's a good move. It's decent. Increased defense and a shield. It's good. But then the fact that you put 2 intercept, a brand new type of buff on a target ally, well, hey, get me signed up. This is getting interesting now. And intercept is really interesting. It blocks crowd control, so you can use this to prevent polymorph. That's a game changer. You can use intercept to stop true fears for the head of torment and Hydra. The unblockable true fears. That's a game changer. Now, this one is only single target, but intercept, this buff, has crazy potential for the future. This really has crazy potential for the future. Again, like for Hydra, for stopping that crowd control stuff in arena, that becomes really powerful, especially like if they're trying to limit stone skin a bit, perhaps, but you can intercept come in a bit instead. I don't know. I don't know where things will go, but I think this is, for me, definitely the way to go. It's a good defensive buff and double intercept. That seems cool. It's a fun buff. Actually there's a whole new chunk of info from Plarium, which is just clarifying some stuff here. You can read through this if you want. It's all rather technical. I think you'll sort of figure it out as you go. But it's like, yeah, if you got block debuffs and, that would have stopped in the crowd control anyway, then you won't lose intercept, that sort of thing. But yeah, for me, that's my selection. Absolutely. Submit, place. There you go. Oh, and here we go. We actually see the voting. Damage is actually last. That's interesting. Defense focus is 46%. It's looking pretty good. And support focus, 29%, actually beating out the damage. I wonder if the part of that is because he looks more like, a reviver than a damage dealer. Like, I would guess he probably has like an A. You'd probably be able to pick an AoE for his A2. So be like, single target, kill their stone skin guy, then do an AoE, which would be kind of useful for arena, right? Take out their damage dealer, and then if they revive the damage dealer, you're coming back in pretty quick with an AoE. You can kill them again before they've got defensive buffs or had a chance to heal or take a turn. So, okay, cool. I'm surprised that's so low. AoE revive, like I said, there's quite a few champs that do this, so I wasn't massively excited, but there we am. Is there some niche thing I'm missing with the poisons? I don't think so, but maybe. But yeah, defense focus is looking to win. I mean, I do think, like, he could be it. This is weird. Like, will there be a damage focus support? Will it all be similar choices? I think so for his other versions, for the other moves. Like for his A2, if we picked a defense focus or the support focus, like to combine that with a damage focus would be crazy. I'd love to see this after it's done, and we might have some regrets, right? But that could be kind of cool. Being like, oh, he's a reviver with like AoE decreased defense or something. That could be insane, right? That could be really useful. But we'll see. I think defense focus here is the safe pick. Yeah, like I would love to see like a reviver that's more like just a reviver for safety, but that's doing like great damage and bringing cool debuffs for Hydra. I'd love that. Where it's like, okay, I don't need to worry about what happened to me last week. Rathalos Blademaster died to reflect damage. I'm like, oh well, that sucks. I don't want to bring a reviver in this team because it's given up too much. Yeah, that'd be it. Anyway, there you go. So we got a while to go for the next vote, but that is what I'm going for. And yeah, I think then we have maybe some other info here, but
the details of when each round
most of it, I think,
is on screen now. Mark your calendars and get
that's the passive skill is the big one for me.
Combination of attack, defense, and support, or a perfect hybrid. It's all up to you. When will you find out the results? Well, glad you asked. Vault Keeper Wixwell's skills will be revealed after another major component of Community Weeks, our first ever Raid Community Awards show.
That being said, like it's gonna be revealed. I mean, we can see who's winning the vote. Maybe one of them will be really close, but if you just check each vote on the last day, I think you'll already know, right?
This is a glitzy awards ceremony, celebrating those who made the biggest impact.
Director or better? Who could that be?
On the game in 2023. We couldn't have a community awards show without our community choosing some of the winners. As part of the Raid Community Awards, we're giving you the chance to vote for the winners in one particular category.
I'm not saying I've been here before, but like these things are cool, man. Look at these. I have been there. I've been there. Look at these like spinning plants. How cool, man.
The Community
Little
Choice
pots.
Awards.
That was sick.
Between April 10th and April 25th,
Like if those were shards,
you'll be able
that'd
to
be
vote
sick.
on several categories that will all feature in the Community Choice section of the Raid Community Awards. Don't worry about missing out. We'll put the links all over social media and in the game itself. We've already got our nominee shortlist sorted.
Like I obviously won't share who I'm gonna vote for here, but I will go and vote after this video. I want to keep it like yeah, I don't want to influence it in any way. But also, like, check out like that. That's like, they should get that hand model or something in. It's very good looking hands right there.
Cosplayers and content creators all getting their moment in the spotlight. You can only cast a single vote for each award, so choose carefully. The Raid Community Awards will premiere on the official Raid YouTube channel on May 3rd. So grab your best tuxedos and ball gowns. The show will also include some fun facts about Raid over the years, as well as some surprise guests. All right, that's enough spoilers. Cool. We can't wait to see you there.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. So obviously, I'm co-hosting the Raid Award shows there with the Community Awards with Cirilla, which is really fun. You can see all that. It's gonna be cool. There's fun stuff coming. Yeah, make sure to vote for make sure to get your votes in as well for people. Show your favorite Like I already got some people voting for me, which is cool. I don't know what happens if I win something. Like that's gonna be weird. But like I don't know. Like I sort of assumed going into it that I probably wouldn't win because I'm co-hosting. But I don't know. So I really don't mind. Like if you want to vote for other people, I am more than happy. I think that's great. So yeah, we'll see. But there you go. That is what's going on. We got all this stuff. I think it's fun. I think there's some fun stuff coming here. Like we'll see exactly what comes. I don't know anything more than you do about this stuff. But yeah, I think that this login thing, it's pretty cool actually. I can see this being a cool thing going forward. Have to work out exactly how tough it is to max this stuff out, but yeah, I think that's neat. I think it's neat. Great. A little bit of, guidance for new players, stuff to work towards. I think that's actually a really nifty thing. We'll see how good the champion is. Looking forward to testing that. And I think this idea of, voting for a fusion champion is actually like a really fun event. Getting to pick it. Yeah. I mean, obviously, personally, I would much rather, design an entire fusion entirely by myself. That would be great. But no, we'll see. Guys, thank you for watching. I will see you all next time. Bye.